All right, indeed, we are living in a crazy world. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is exactly 2:40 p.m. Nigerian time. Thanks for joining me. In this live broadcast, we'll be looking into some current news that is happening in Nigeria. First of all, it is in the news from the People's Gazette that the Canadian court declares APC, PDP terrorist organizations deny asylum to fleeing Nigerian politicians. So what that means is that there are some Nigerian politicians. Well, this case, what makes this case to be trending is because of one person. But there have been a lot of Nigerian politicians who are in different countries seeking asylum, claiming that it is because of political violence that made them to flee the country because they participated in the Nigerian politics, especially in the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress. Now, the Canada court has established that, we can grant asylum to Nigerian politicians, especially the descent of the People's Democratic Party and All Progressive Congress. So Canada claims that PDP and APC, survived the wind of the people, carried out electoral violence, electoral malpractices, anything that relates to terrorism. That is what PDP and APC, are doing. Are you surprised? Anyway, this is trending, and people really need to understand the stance of Canada. And I think if so many countries from around the world could take these steps, I think it's going to send a shockwave, because Nigeria is a country where people do everything they like to do. And they feel that they are on top of the world. Nobody can ask them about the atrocities. Imagine in 2014, 2015, some persons imported terrorists into the country. I mean, politicians imported terrorists because of the sake of election, and up till now, none of them were charged to court, and they come to national television, they claim that, yes, we did this, yes, we did that. Come on, who does that? And I think if these rascalities will be corrected by international bodies, it will be very excellent. Don't forget that Canada denied CDS, Chief of Defense Christopher Musa, visa some time ago. When you look at these communities, these are Benue communities, they were put in this shape by the terrorists. Up till now, the Nigerian government did not arrest people who made these communities to look like this. Up to today, no arrest, nothing whatsoever. And you think that the international communities are not watching you, and, it's dangerous anyway to use the name of Nigeria and something that relates to Nigeria in outside the country, because it is not going to work out for you. Imagine, there are a lot of things, a lot of indictment. Imagine this is another video from, I've shown you video time with that number, where governor came to, TVC News and said that Tinubu's Minister of Defense is a terrorist. Come on, the world is watching, okay? The world is watching.
In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that that was a...
All right, my predecessor was involved in all this bandit issue. That was from Dauda Lawa. Dauda Lawa is the current governor of Zamfara State. And most of the time, I do tell people that this man is a good man. The man that summoned courage, despite he's a sitting governor that has immunity, he has the courage to come to the national television to tell them that Tinubu's minister is a terrorist, that he is part of the banditry, okay? The world is watching, okay? The world is watching all these things going on. And, a lot of things, not even what Danjuma and the rest people said, everything that these people have carried out, we are aware, okay? The world is also watching them. So we are going to come back to what is happening about the issue of Canada denying asylum to Nigerian politicians and naming PDP and APC terrorist organization. Let us now focus, on what is happening in Imo State and what is happening in the Southeast. Yesterday, I published a video about the Amnesty International, what the Amnesty International said on the insecurity in the Southeast, and I rated them like 75% correct, only about the issue of not publishing the very fact about the people who are invading the Southeast. I'm talking about the herdsmen, the terrorists who are from the Sahel. Okay, like today, as I speak to you now, something is going on in Ebonyi State. They are giving 1.1 million naira each to the victims of the Fulani terrorist attacks in Ebonyi State. That is happening today. So there are so many issues about insecurity in Southeast, and I agree with Amnesty International that politicians have also sponsored, thugs. They gave people the gun that they were unable to, retrieve. They set up a Bubago, and the Bubago was hijacked. Asari Kubo brought his men. So the military are killing, the police are killing. They indicted all these people in their report. So it's important you go and check it. So with that, we have a guest in the house, and he's appearing on the screen as Nnamdi. Good afternoon, Nnamdi. You can unmute yourself. Okay, let me unmute you from here. It is done. You can do that from your side. So I don't know if there are other names you want us to address you, sir. You can tell us the best name you want us to address you. And let us talk about the insecurity from the Southeast. You are welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Okocha. So am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay,
you can
so
speak
much
with us.
Okay, I really appreciate.
It seems you have a network issue. Can you hear me? It seems you have a network issue. All right. Maybe he will come back later. You can see he just freeze. I guess it is network. So before he returns back, let's continue to talk about the issue of this Canada court declaring Nigeria as a terrorist state. Now, let me turn you back to what you people have been seeing this video, but let me explain something very important to you from this video as well. This is from the head of Nigeria Defense, Intelligence Agency, though it's a former Kunle Olawumi. I'm trying to establish the fact to you, the reason why the Canada is declaring APC and PDP as a terrorist organization. Take a listen.
East, Abu Anudua Federal Constituency, River State. I want to get his words. He said personal matters that was envisaged, he says, by the people who drafted this constitution. And I want to quote him. The implication is, if the word personal is removed, Islamic law would have broader implications. The word personal was put there for a reason. Let's talk a bit about this whole conversation about Islamizing the country with our population and our dynamics. Is it possible that someone can sneak this in at some point and force all of us under some sort of regulation that we do not ascribe to? Is it possible that this can happen in this country?
It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen.
All right. The person answering this question is the head, or was the head of the, the Military Intelligence Agency in Nigeria, Mr. Kunle Olawumi. I'm trying to establish the fact why Canada is, designating Nigerian political parties as terrorist organizations, okay? PDP, APC as terrorist organization. Now, Kunle Olawumi was asked, is it possible to Islamize Nigeria from what you said? Don't forget that this man is the head of Military Intelligence Agency. And what Kunle Olawumi said that it is possible and it is going to happen. This was after this man established the fact, what he saw when he was head of Military Intelligence Agency. So this man is still alive. He's still telling his story, his shocks, what he saw and you think the world is not watching. You know, sometimes when we come out to do all these things, say all these things, people think that we just want to say something, we just want to carry, you know, propaganda, this and that. No, these things are real. So welcome back, Ndasby. I don't know, you were interrupted by network. So
Yeah.
you have the mark.
Yes.
Let us now tune to the insecurity in the Southeast. You are welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Okocha.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in your live stream. I really appreciate it.
Okay. In Amnesty International reports that I published yesterday, they talks much about Agua village or Ngwa, something like that in Imo State. There are a lot of things they discuss. So since you are from that place, you are from that village, I really want you to clear us, okay, what you have witnessed, what you are going through, what your people are going through. So you have the floor.
Okay, sir. So Agua is my village. It's a village in Imo State under Ugutatu local government.
Okay.
Before we are on Haji Ebema local government. Before they now change us to Ugutatu local government.
Okay.
So what Amnesty said concerning let me start from IPOB. They are very wrong. I don't agree with them because one,
okay.
IPOB are not a terrorist. IPOB are not violent. They are not. So, like what you said in your previous video, some politicians they are using like they will go and buy vehicles and they will crest IPOB there. Then they will employ their thugs. Then they will use the name of IPOB to commit crime. Then when the police or army call them, they will say it's IPOB. So most of those things are happening. They are politicians, because if Nigeria politicians, mostly those Easterner ones, they can do anything to spoil the name of the good people. They can do it.
Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Okay, it seems that he's also having a network issue. But before he returns back, because this network had a problem before he returns back, let me tell you the stories of, you know, people that called me yesterday from this particular village. So that is why I want to bring people from this village to speak for themselves, to tell the world what is actually going on. Is what we are hearing, is it true? So people in the village have to come here to say what is happening in their village. So an elderly woman called me yesterday. Okay, you are back. An elderly woman called me yesterday. She said that she is from the same village where you came from. Okay. And she was telling me so many things about these insecurity matters in the Southeast. And she told me one thing that shocked me. She said, my son, everything happening in the Southeast is caused by the politician, especially in Imo State. Yes. He said, I want you to ask people this question. Is after the Supreme Court declared Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State, he said that PDP recruited thugs and they went and burned the Imo State governor's house. So yeah, it's Uzodinma's house. So Uzodinma have to also recruit his own people to defend himself, to defend his community, because it was like battle to battle. They burned his house, they burned his Rolls Royce when Supreme Court declared him governor. So this was what the elderly woman told me yesterday, that was the genesis of the crisis in Imo State, that it was battle between politician to politician. And I was not surprised. After the woman spoke to me, I told him, man, what you are saying is verifiable, because the same man, Uzodinma, he came to, what is it called, Chinese television, and he made a statement that people did not take serious as at the time he made that statement. And this was the statement he made. He said, the people terrorizing in Imo State has nothing to do with IPOB, that they are politicians, okay? I'm just trying to look for the video so that people will understand what I'm talking about. Anyway,
the reason
this is
behind
part
this,
of the...
I told you times without number in Imo State. Some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that the kind of politics...
All right, that was a long video, but I just wanted people to hear him say that, mention about politics. The same thing Hope Uzodinma said, that politicians are the one sponsoring these attacks in the Southeast. So continue with your story.
So, Mr. Okocha,
yeah,
it all started, let's say 2021, because I was in the village. Some group of boys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Some group of boys, they organized themselves. You know, this is ESN of this in the Eastern Security Network. It's a very good thing, and they helped Southeast a lot. But some people went there. They went there for their own selfish interest. They didn't go to ESN to fight for Southeast.
Okay. Are you there? This network is actually disturbing us. Hello? Can you hear me? All right, I don't know. This network is just disturbing, okay? But let us hear from what Hope Uzodinma said about this issue of insecurity in the Southeast.
The reason behind this, I told you times without number in Imo State. Some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that the kind of politics with bitterness that is going on in the state and some part of this region should really be condemned. And that is why we have decided to embark on both kinetic and non-kinetic approach.
Is there any reason, perhaps AIG or yourself as a government in Imo State?
My network, I don't know what is
all
happening
right.
to network.
Yeah, I don't really know. Not afresh, so that people will understand, because the network that is just off and on, and I don't understand it. Or do you need to move out to have a better network?
Okay, let me see. Let me try this.
Okay. All right. Before he gets in, let us have this caller. Hello. Good afternoon.
Mr. Kocha, how are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, ma. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you. It's Madam Origin. Yes, I said the guy, his network is giving him a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a little perspective, because I know he will talk from what is going on in his local government. And so that he will take care of. And he mentioned hope, and he mentioned politicians, he mentioned the governors, and he is not far from the truth.
Yeah.
The general, the crux of the matter. The crux of the matter is that the system is where the problem is.
That is right.
The Biafra people, the Igbo people, they have their own system. Hear me clearly. They have their own system of choosing their leaders. And they have not been given the opportunity to choose their leaders.
Okay.
And when we talk about the insecurity, the brouhaha, the mayhem, the elimination, the mopping out of lives going on in the Southeast, Hope is just a tool. He is a tool that is used by the system, by the people that installed him. Hope was never number one, number two, number three. In fact, I don't know if he got a vote because the people know who their leaders are. Why wouldn't Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa be in dungeon when people like Hope, the Kerekurukuruke, I don't know how to pronounce her name, installed him there? Do they want to tell me they don't know who Hope was before they installed him? Do they want to tell me they don't have a history? Hope lived in Lagos, for crying out loud. So Kurukere Kereku knows him very well. And they installed him. People should go and research the history. I'm not going to be here to tell people who Hope is. His antecedents are all over the internet. And they are talking about this one, shoot one bird, the mama fly. Every BOOD that dropped by Hope is on the head of the people that installed him in Imo State. And we talk about where else? Look at they installed another one. All these installations, what good is it doing for the people? And I also like, you said the Canada declared APC PDP terrorist organization.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time in my life, I think Canada should be called the number one. The number one world peace and humanity custodial. However, if that is an English, I'm just trying to concoct something. Because for the last time, even when you get, from the time I was, they say, anywhere where you don't see Igbo man, know that that place is not. What is driving them? This is a country. A country. If there is war, like you see all these places that are how they are at war. They cannot record the number of lives lost compared to the contraption called Nigeria, the concoction cocktail, the British cocktail, the poison that is given to the people. And nobody addresses the main issue. That these people are running, and you will see a Nigeria running out of Nigeria, going to a war-torn country. Because it is safer. It is safer when they get there. So people have decided to go on the boat just to drown. If they drown, is better for them than to stay in the British concocted cocktail.
You're not far from the truth, man.
And they are telling me, please, Canada, thank you. That was in Q plus 1Q. I've never seen a country like you, Canada. I think others should emulate from you and begin to address the issue and the matters of the people inside Nigeria, the indigenous people and the Christians The Christians in Nigeria are dying, are being buyed. Their BLOOD is flowing all over, and the world is keeping silent because these people are buying them and they are keeping quiet. I tell them, if God judged Sodom, he must judge that contraption and the people that concocted it. I rest it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. All right, Mbazbi, you have to introduce yourself again because we have a better network now. Tell us where you hail from and let us dive into the discussion about the insecurity in the most states. Let's go.
Okay, Mr. Kocha, my name is Mr. Onyeka. I'm from Imo State, Agwa, Ugutatu local government. Before called the Ohajebe, my local government.
Okay.
So what happened to Agba? Well, it started 2000 and it started, let's say, for a long time because that one I think 2021 October. I don't know if you heard about it. Who the one? It's a big king, one of the big king in Agba. So this king now, those bad boys, they were terrorizing Agba. Those bad boys, that kingship supposed to be from their own family. So that king doesn't go out of that family. But the king that died went and bought that king. So, and those boys, they were so angry. They were so angry to the extent they were even against the king. So that king too have his own boys too. So those his own boys, they were fighting with the other people too. So later, the king now pursue those people out of the village. So those people now travel out. They went out of the village. So they for a long time. Later, this when we heard that the prison, they were breaking prison, Imo State prison and all that. So the next thing, we heard that those boys, they're in Olo, some are in this thing, Izombe. They were operating through Olo and Izombe. So later, when they finished from Olo, they went to Izombe. From Izombe, they now send all of them away. So those people, they now come back to our village. They were now operating in our village. So they went and killed that king. So after they killed the king, problem now starts. They were
Why did they kill that king? Why did they kill that king?
They killed that king because of they say that throne belongs to them, and that throne shouldn't go out of their own family. So the king bought it. So because of that issue, they have a serious problem with the king. So their own community did not agree with anything the king is saying. So because of this issue, the thing now caused serious problem. See, the thing is just like a court, let's say it's just like a court fight between the two groups now. So the king has his own boys, then those boys own. So they power the king boys. So they were fighting. I was in the village when the whole thing happened. So the thing now, when army and police, if they come, they will start shooting innocent people. And those boys, they don't want to kill any army people because they say if they kill one army man now, maybe those army men now will just come to the village and scatter everywhere. So that is what they are avoiding. They don't want to kill anything, army and police. But they
so
were
you mean in Agua from Amnesty report that this is what caused the killing, and soldiers started coming like they want to intervene and they started killing people.
Yes, they started killing innocent people.
So why were they blaming it, or why are they blaming it on IPOB?
It's not IPOB. This thing is just like a court case, two court group fighting themselves. So at the end of the day, the other people that the king threw out, they power the king and the people because the king is already there. They buried him, I think, 7 months ago. He's a well-known king in the Imo State. So
I will still have a problem with your network. I am enjoying your story because I just want to know the genesis of this thing. Okay. You know, I am tired of, I really want to hear from people who owns the community where these insecurities are happening. So that is my point. That is why I'm reaching out to people from this particular Agua town. The other day, we spoke with someone from Mondo who told us the nature of the insecurity there. So today now, we are speaking, you know, with someone from Agua, because based on Amnesty report, you know, Agua, that place is a major place where people are running helter-skelter. So I am shocked to hear that IPOB has no hand, has nothing to do with what is going on there.
IPOB ESN has no hand in Agba. It's a court. This thing is just like a court fight, because those boys now, they came back to retaliate what the other people did to them. So they came back and take over the kingship. They killed the king. So this is no matter of IPOB. Anybody that tell you that it's IPOB that the one killing for in Agba or ESN is a typical lie. Nothing like IPOB. I'm from Agba. This is my community. I know everything. Even when the thing is happening, I was there because I traveled. So when all this thing started, later those boys now, they organized themselves. The only thing, they were fishing out bad people. As soon as they powered the other people, that they are the other court group, so they were fishing out. They went and they started fishing out any people that are doing bad thing in the village. They started fishing out those people. Then they will teach those people a lesson. So at the end of the day, and those people too, they were still fighting for Agba, because Fulani people, because in Agba we have a very big forest, because we are one of the people. I don't know if you heard of Adapam.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you can Google it. Adapam in Agba, in Ohaji, Ebema local government. We have one of the biggest oil palm fruits in the village. And for my village, we have oil, crude oil. We have 25 oil. I will send you everything. I will send you proof. We have 25 oil wells. Let's say for the whole of East, apart from River State and Delta, my village, Agba, is the first place they discover crude oil. They discovered this crude oil when I was 5 years old. Till tomorrow, they are still mining the crude oil every day on daily basis. 25 tankers. 25 tankers will move in the morning, move in the night, move in the afternoon. Every blessed day, they have ring 1, ring 2, ring 3, ring 4, ring 5 in Agbas. I'm talking to you now.
Why all this claim of insecurity is going on?
Yes,
they are taking resources.
You can purchase me. All these things. Agba is well blessed, and we are very.
Why is this network disturbing us? You see, this is the problem. I never knew that the crude oil from this Agua, that they are still mining it to tomorrow. Why everybody is claiming that the place is not safe, everybody is out.
Yes.
Right on, we are with you.
Okay, so in Agba, we are very good in farming. We have one of the best gare and one of the best fufu in terms of food, because our land is dry land. We don't use fertilizer to farm. Many people come to different places to buy market from us, because from our backyard, we are very close to River State. Like those, if they hear of Ebema, Emok, those people they are also our neighboring village. From our backyard, we use leg to go to Emok, Ebema. So all these things now happening. The killings right now, the killings in Agba, they are Fulani. The killings and kidnapping in Agba are Fulanis. They are Fulanis, because
How do you know that they are Fulanis?
They are, okay. For this, one of my in-law now, my in-law, he works as a security in that Agba rig, that oil place. One Funani man, they wanted to kill him. They wanted to kill my in-law. But at the end of the day, thank God, my in-law powered the Funani man. Then the Funani now run with his knife inside the bush. And a lot of things, there is 2 videos you still posted, like, I think last 2 months, about what happened in Agba, this that woman that was shot, that was pregnant. They shot her more than 6-7 times. That day that incident happened, I traveled from Lagos to East. I was around when the thing happened. The video, everything is with me as I'm talking to you. So those people, they were powered from this thing, this our neighboring village, is there Amako here? So from there, they now ran, enter inside Agba, because all of us, we have boundary. Amako here, Izombe, Ejemeku, all of us, we are one. We just have a farmland boundary. We are not far from each other. So those people now ran into that Agba community. They now went and shoot that woman and other people there. Another thing again, there's one video he posted again. One man with his wife. They were coming back from farm. One Funani man. They started fighting, macheting themselves. At the end, the man now powered the Funani and start cutting the Funani. Then the Funani now ran inside the bush. It happened in my village. I was aware of that one.
What actually have those Fulanis doing in your village?
They are running cattle.
Okay.
Everywhere they have taken over our village is under siege from all the whole community. Those Fulani, they have taken over. As I'm talking to you now, I called one of my brother this morning, even yesterday. He told me that because he told me even my mom told me they organized meeting. They called the elders. This Funani people are destroying their farm, the cassava. I will send you some of the videos. They destroyed their cassava, their farmland, everything. Now they want to do meeting to know how they will organize a vigilante group so they can fight those Funani. But now nobody is doing anything. No news, no media, nothing. People are dying every day in Agba as I'm talking to you. No media. People are dying. The Funani people, and my cousin told me that those Funani are working with AK-47. They are working with AK-47. So those boys now that I told you that we are fighting, those court boys, they dropped. I think they gave them amnesty. That was last year. The video is still with me. I will check the video. I will also send it to you because I deleted everything for security reasons. I will send you everything. They gave them amnesty. They drop every of their weapon. Then they take them to, I don't know, to Abuja. I don't know anywhere they took those boys. But when those boys, when they were around, Funani, they don't cross to Abia because they battle with Funani steady. They battle with Funani people. After those boys now, they dropped the amnesty, they take them away. Funani now came back, start killing people again. So this is happening every day. There are some video again, you still post some, I think that was last month, they killed 5 people. 5 people coming back from Sowore to the village. Those Funani kidnapped them and killed them. Those people are Funani. There is one video I'll still send for you. They wanted to kidnap that man, but that man overpowered them and escaped. The people that are kidnapping in Agba, killing in Agba, they are Funani. 90% are Funani. So anything that anybody is saying that is IPOB or Eastern Security, like what Soludo said, that 95% of all the whole killing, bad thing, kidnapping is that they are all Igbo. It's a typical lie. They don't want to say the truth. They all know the truth. Look at what's happening in Ebonyi State. What is happening in Ebonyi State? Enugu, Yamufu. All of us, we know now. Why are they not saying the truth? Why are they hiding? Why are they afraid?
Yeah, and just like I was telling you today, as I'm speaking to you now, you remember there is something going on in Ebonyi State where they are giving 1.1 million to the victims affected by the Fulani terrorist attack. You understand?
Of course, I know.
So
I'm aware.
I was questioning these people, they don't need the money. They need security and sincerity instead of giving them money.
Of course.
So I am pleased to know, I'm pleased to know that from this, your story, you are, thank God that you are from this place. All these things are going on, because when we are talking like this, people will think that we are just talking from what we hear from social media. They don't know that we have people from these communities where things are happening who are coming to tell us this is what is happening and of these things going on. And when you are telling them, okay, POB has no connection with what is going on, I just pray that people will begin to understand. And Nigeria, one of our problems, especially we that are on media, is we lack the ability to do investigation. What will happen if all this mainstream media will just go to your village now and ask the people what is going on here, what is going on, what is going on, and hear from the people? They will not do that. But they will try to do what, like, twist the stories the way it will suit either the state government or the federal government or people from those areas. It's unfortunate, but thank God that you have the courage to come here to tell us more about what is going on over there.
Mr. Kocha, see, one thing I know in this life, once you have the opportunity to say the truth, say it, because either you say the truth or you lie, you will still die. The insecurity in Nigeria is alarming. Everybody needs to stand up. If it not happen to you, it can happen to me tomorrow. The insecurity is too much. Everywhere, kidnapping, a lot of things is going on in Imo State. So many things is going on in Imo State. I don't know the kind of leader we have. I don't know all the old leaders. I don't know why they prefer to bow down for the Fulani, the people, the same people that are killing your people. You value them more than your own people. I don't know why they're doing like this. I don't know. We have
my greatest surprise
in my village now. If you say that, okay, let us divide, let the Easterners go back to their place. My village, we have what it takes to feed the whole East. We are very good in farming and agriculture. We have crude oil, 25 oil wells. I will send you everything proof. We have 25 oil wells in my village. We have other palm. I will send you the proof so that you fact check me, know if I'm lying or not. We have what it takes to feed the whole East. This country, anything, once Nigeria, Igbo man is not safe in Nigeria. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Once you are from Igbo, you are not safe in Nigeria. We are facing so many things in this country. I don't know why our leaders, they are not doing anything. People are dying every day. And now their family are in abroad. They don't care. They have a chopper, a helicopter. If anything happens, they can use it easily to fly. It's the poor masses that will be facing all these things every day. Okay, now, since the police and the army, they cannot safeguard, they cannot guide us, they should equip we the youth. We can fight it on our own by ourselves. That is the best solution. The Fulani has taken over the whole Imo State. Imo State is under siege. Fulani has taken over. Mostly that is zone because we have a lot of bushes. If I'm driving from Lagos, once I reach to my village from Obaku to my village, I'll be very afraid because I don't know what will happen next. I don't know.
Now, we have a problem. I personally have a problem. The problem I have is that there is a planned, effort to subdue the news from all these areas. Why is it that all these things are not in the news? Nobody tries to talk about them. Even sometimes there will be some sensitive news I will bring out. What you will just see, people will just call you, that kind of thing is sensitive. Don't try to bring it as if someone is feeding me. I don't get it. Even when you bring out some insecurity news. All right. This morning, I published a news that Ebonyi State government want to pay 1.1 million to the victims of Fulani terrorist attack. Do you know that some persons called me Who asked you to do the news? I said, are you stupid? Who asked me to publish a news? So I should come and take excuse from you that you want to pay the victims of fundamental attack. I should confess or excuse from you. Do you now see the level at which they want to control what people hear? They want to control what people see. They want to control the whole narratives. Even though they come, they burn your community, they do everything. What they want people to hear is that it is a farmers and herders clash. I don't know when trespassing and invasion becomes herders and farmers clash. Someone will come into your community, they will start attack, and someone will say it's herders and farmers. Who are the farmers? The herders. Who invites? Is that, in fact, I can't even comprehend at all. But I just hope that people will understand what is actually going on, because all these things is not something that will continue to condone like this. All right.
Nigeria can never get better. The best solution is referendum, nothing more. Nigeria can never get better. Nigeria is gone and dead for so many years. What we need is that Aburi Accord, nothing more. Nothing more. The whole Southeasterners now, the whole since I don't know why, even we youth that are from Southeast, I don't know why we are coward. All of us, I don't know. Since if my suggestion, if every youth will stand up and fight for their rights, to they go after all these politicians, all of them from A to Z, all of them, you will see Nnamdi Kanu will come out. That man is innocent man. He did not do anything. Somebody that is fighting for is not only Igbo. It's not tribalistic. It's just fighting for the freedom of woman. And once you are alive, you should have that freedom. It's just fighting for everybody, not just because of Igbo. Look at what is going on in Benue. Everywhere.
The Benue's own is so pathetic. It's so pathetic. And no arrest, though. These people are not making arrest.
They are not making arrests. They are just arresting innocent people, killing innocent.
They know that if Nnamdi Kanu is not in detention, it will be very difficult for you to push the narrative that IPOB is responsible for this, IPOB is responsible for that. And the only way for you to know the truth is for you to go and ask people who are in the community presently. And that is why we have this guest with us today to tell his part of the story about what is going on in Agua. Because a lot of people who don't want you to know what is the truth. So it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. All right. We've lost our guest, though we have succeeded in taking part of his story. We have succeeded in taking part of his story. Now, with all this thing going on that you are not seeing, that is why the international communities like Canada and other parts of the world, they saw it, they are seeing it. And that is why we are talking about the issue of Canadian court declaring that APC and PDP are terrorist organizations in Nigeria. And they denied asylum to that Nigerian politician who went to Canada to tell them that he was running away from political violence and so on and so forth. Maybe they ask him, which political party do you belong? Maybe he will say PC or PDP. Canada will provide evidence for him that your party imported terrorists into Nigeria. Your party is carrying out violence. Your party has money, they loot money, corruption charges, and so on and so forth. So it is pathetic anyway, but it is what it is. We must continue. And now, let me tell you, I'm trying to give a very concrete background because I want the world to understand what Nigerian politicians are. Now, listen to this. You have seen this video before. You must have seen it.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria is that.
All right.
Of course,
A lot of people.
I've seen the video.
Very good. A lot of people don't understand what. Yes, a lot of people don't understand what stateless people mean. It means that people imported terrorists into the country to remove Jonathan. And anybody talking about the issue of Nigeria, the first thing I'm telling them is that go and settle this case of terrorists imported into Nigeria. That is the genesis of all this Fulani terrorist attack. Because you imported people, where are they going to stay?
Okay.
You give them that, they have to go to Benue, start killing people to have a land. They have to go to Plateau, they started killing people to have a land. They have to spread down to Delta State, to Enugu, to Imo, scatter all over. And the number, they said they imported 3 million people. Where do they see them to import? Though election is a game of number, I understand. They wanted to have larger number. So they imported people who can make them to have that larger number, 3 million. So that was the calculation. Now, someone should come out here to tell me that, oh, let us fight for Nigeria. I say, calm down, calm down. People who imported terrorists into the country, these terrorists have killed more than 100,000 people. What are you saying about it? The same people, they are the people you are now saying that they are coming to become a leader that will change your country. No, Nigerians, whether we have logic, I don't know how we reason. People that imported terrorists into your country, they are the one you are entrusting your nation to, and you think that they are going to change it. Okay, maybe you might say that there is a holy person, there is a politician who can change it. Can one politician become a president without these terrorists supporting him? It's not possible. It's not possible. All right. It can't work now. Look at what Femi Falana accused Ademodu Sheriff. Ademodu Sheriff was on Channels Television last 2 weeks. He was talking about who will become next president, someone that formed Boko Haram. Take a listen.
Because this is very important. Who started the Boko Haram crisis in Borno State? A governor, Muhammadu Ali Sheriff, addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him, because not only did he sponsor that organization.
Now, this was a governor. He started the Boko Haram fashion, I don't know, in Borno State. He gave the Commissioner of Religious Affairs. Commissioner of Religious Affairs. That is what he gave Boko Haram. Boko Haram resigned. You understand? Because one person was representing the Boko Haram group. So the man resigned. Do you know why he resigned? He said they are, whether it's Killer Barawiri, he said they are criminals. That when they went to Federal State Executive Council meeting, they were talking about contract, how to loot money. The Boko Haram member said, I am here because of religion. How do we implement Sharia in Nigeria? That is what I want to hear. You understand? And this man handed over to Kassim Shettima as a governor of Borno State. Kassim Shettima, they were looking for Kabiru. Kabiru Sokoto was a wanted, notorious criminal. The SS was looking for. They saw him in Kassim Shettima's house. Nobody want to talk all this because it's sensitive. Everybody's the network. All right.
So this is very important.
All right. The network is still disturbing. Okay, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So all these things led to the deportation of those terrorists during election. They do Chibok case matter. They do this. They do that. So up to today, no cities, nobody question what they did, and everybody is just keeping quiet, as if all is well. All is not well. All is not well. So if anybody want to start talking about the insecurity that led to, in fact, that thing fueled the agitation of Yoruba nation, of Biafra, because nobody will sit and allow people that you are importing terrorists into a country. No. So Canada, America, most of these American UK are two double stanchions. They know the truth, what is going on. But they don't want to do anything. In fact, they want to see.
They know the truth, Mr. Okocha. Because they also have a hand in it. They also have a hand in it. US, Canada, all of them, the Western world, all of them, they are aware of what is going on in Nigeria. Because they have a hand one way or the other in it. So all these things happening. I can hear you.
Do you remember that? Yeah, do you remember that recently the chief of defense staff, Christopher Musa, was denied, visa by the same Canada. Yes, yes.
I was aware.
So the whole information of Nigeria is in this nation. They know what is going on. So Canada now naming Nigeria as two Nigeria big political parties as terrorist organization. It is indirectly naming Nigeria as a terrorist organization. People don't understand. That is what I was trying to, talk to one person that called me before this program started. I was telling him that, no, Canada is not just saying that the two biggest political parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. Canada is telling that man that Nigeria is a terrorist country.
Of course.
Indirectly.
Of course.
So if if the two big political parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations, indirectly, they are telling you that people needing you are terrorists.
Terrorists, yeah.
From explanation self, you will agree with them. With that argument, you will agree with Canada. Governor supported terrorists. Even Bauchi governor came to Chinese television. He said, we are going to bring them. We are going to import them. When they come here, we'll spend money to change their culture. Does that make sense? Sometimes I talk to Nigerians, the way they talk about things, next election, we are going to die in 2027, no problem. I didn't say nobody should not do election. Go and do your election. But tell me who can change this thing. This thing is a system. It's not what one person can change. Because people have imported terrorists into the country. It's so unfortunate, but I hope people will understand where we are now, because things are really going bad. So thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Okocha. I really appreciate.
I appreciate you more, because it's not easy to summon courage to come and talk about the reality on ground. A lot of people are afraid to talk about what is going on. Some people don't want to relate it because they are afraid. But when you look at the people who are still dying, they are the people who are still afraid. You are afraid, you don't want to die, and you are still dying. So, oh my goodness, I don't know if we can respond.
This one, not the matter of God go save us. So God has already created us and give us the power to fight.
Yeah.
So Nigerians they are coward. They are coward. They don't want to die, and they are dying every day. Even the people that's even that are even working for, speaking on your behalf, you are still causing them.
You understand?
I don't know. This country, it cannot work because we have different mentality, different language, different food, different culture, everything. It cannot work. The best thing is to separate, let everybody go. That is the best solution to save the life of other people that are still alive. If not, maybe before this 2027 election, the worst will happen. The way I'm saying,
nobody knows the next, my brother. So, viewers, thank you so much. You can share your story with us. You can share your experience, what have happened in your village, what have happened in your community. It's a matter of writing me on WhatsApp and telling me when you will be a chance, and we'll schedule an interview and share your story with us. So with that, let's see whether we can receive some WhatsApp calls, like 2 or 3 before we call it a day.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from? Prof Data.
Yeah, I'm calling from the United States.
Yeah, thank you so much. I remember you very well.
Yeah, I'm originally from Anambra State.
All right, sir.
Okay, I'm very happy you invited. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm happy you invited such a guest. You see, this is to show you the origin of this price going on the all the kids. And it's just a pity that some people in this part of the world. If you want me, I can put it on video. Well, let me see if I can put this call on video.
No, if you want to come on video, come through the link of StreamYard. I pin a link on the comment section.
Okay, no problem. I was trying to go through that link. I don't know why my phone is not connected. I'll try it again. Okay, so I'm happy. This guy really spoke. I've been listening. He spoke at length. You see, I just don't know what goes on in that country. We can never deny we're not Nigerians. Yeah, I'm a US citizen. My whole family, but we can't deny the truth. Not only a fact, but the truth that we're Nigerian. And you see, it is in Imo State. I don't know. One thing is very clear, the guy said, and I'm not surprised. It is linked somehow to the resources in that one. I've come to observe that any places where there's, you see, killings, especially within Nigeria, not only Nigeria, Africa, it is clear there's
a resource control.
Yeah, and they do that thing to divert attention. I never knew Imo, that side of Imo was that, that's why sometimes I tell people one other reason why I contribute to such programs. It's not only saying what I say. I know people, but I also learn from what people are saying. This thing reminds me, I'll just say a little bit of, let me just say it. Before I came here, I worked somewhere in Anambra State. And the place in Anambra State had a common boundary with Imo. Sometimes when I sleep over in that, instead of me to sleep over in that town in Anambra, I go to a friend of mine in Imo State. I sleep over. They have to show you how close that Imo and Anambra was. But normally, I'll be seeing where there's flare of light going on. I told him, what is going on? He told me, don't I know that their oil. They're extracting oil in this place. I don't know how. So it told me that Imo is really rich in oil. And, you see, that is what this so-called Fulani don't want. They just want to see how they take these resources by boat. But I just don't know what is going on. He mentioned the youth rising up to the kingdom. That is very true. It's necessary. But another problem we're having is the weaponization of hunger. Somebody hungry actually fight some location to fight such call. You understand? It's not that. But the truth of the matter is this. I'm happy that there's social media. I have looked at everything and I've said it. Like he also said, referendum is just the solution to this. Because, when I imagine a country who imports terrorists into its own land, that country doesn't wish any progress for itself.
At all.
I remember that day you had that show on a Sunday of Buhari. I made it clear, and I will say it again. Status go pray to God. How God will answer? God is not a partial God. Yes. So I don't know. The thing is complex, but I just see the situation as I think everybody in that nation should just begin to speak out. You understand?
But the way they have silenced media is alarming. The way they silence media.
That's another thing that makes
they want to control what people hear.
That's another thing. When I look at Nigeria, I don't know people to run away from their land and leave the land. Is there for these people to come and overtake the land? It is just too saddening. What pains me most is this. That was yesterday. I listened to a show that was about this lady that was disgraced in this Importation year. Yeah. One of somebody that's leaked video, he said something that if he's ready to, that guy that leaked the voice here, if he's ready, they could find the database of all these politicians. No one can be. All of them will see that in every way. But when you look at it, it still stores a criminal, act. You understand? So that's the problem. But I just don't know. When I look at this thing, it's just very complex. But the thing is that I wish most Nigerians begin to observe. Many Nigerians listen to credible channels. When they spend their time is in all these films. I remember yesterday when I was at work, one lady from Congo, she told me, hey, always listen to this. I told her, yes. I told her at the time I'm watching all these films. I'm watching a film. I'm watching to grab something from it. Outside that, look, I listen to programs that have to do with daily updates, something that will put in my life. So I think that is the politicians are just full of making political. This morning I listened to an interview of the captain of the Super Falcons, Ajibade. They asked the money which you will provide, the thing will give you. She said they never see and we hope she will see. The next minute, I listened to a YouTube of Victor Demola. In that YouTube, the man was saying that what they promised them, so they haven't got it. That while they're doing this show is to see how they can better for future things that will go on the team. So we, speaking on this media, we also see how we can better things. So then it pains me sometimes when some people speak on programs, some people castigate them. No. I remember you said something, you have been saying it, that your purpose of dishing out these programs is not to scare people.
Exactly.
They'll tell them, say, people they come attack this town, they don't go do anything. Now finish, they go run. The next thing that you arrest in.
Thank you so much,
This thing going anywhere. It's not IPU. It's not ESL. Me, I tell people, I don't need a prophet to tell me it's none of this.
And that is why I don't like people who came from where problem is. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you so much. All right. Madam Origin.
Yes, Mr. Okocha, thank you so much. No time to waste. I greet everybody.
Good afternoon,
I greet all the panelists. And I just want to highlight something to all indigenous people in Nigeria and Christians inside Nigeria. And also, I want to call attention of all other African countries. You see, what Canada has done, in fact, is one of the, when you said fight for humanity, fight for peace, fight evil, fight the demons. What Canada has done is to open the door for anybody that has a hand join in fighting these demons. Because what is inside Nigeria as politicians are demons. Why I'm using that word, I don't see anything far from that. Why are indigenous people of Nigeria running out of that place? It is because the people, the ones that are there, if you are well-meaning, you can't survive that place. If you are not a criminal, you can't get anything. If you don't have, if you're a level 14, 16, that is one of those high top civil service. They cannot survive except they collect bribe or they lie. Because the money is not, if you don't have, I don't even talk about accommodation. So why I feel that, you see, that in one of your programs, there was this, I want you to tag that guy that calculated and mentioned internationally recognized terrorists, ISIS, ISWAP, Asaro, Lakurawa, Mahmuda, Darussalam, just slew. And all of these are connected to politicians. why the media cannot murdering of people inside Nigeria is that they cannot. They only read scripts, padded and glossed scripts from the. Why this is important? APC and PDP are twins. They are two Sesame Street. They are the axis of evil that are causing this. So if the other people, UN, AU, other African countries join Canada, I think this is the way to go, because nobody, everybody inside Nigeria is in danger. Because the system, that is why there will be pogrom, 200 people burnt. People are burnt alive. Not even one single politician will come out and cry out. It's abomination. And nobody inside Nigeria can do it. People try. What do you think is going on in Imo State? That is that they are going house to house, picking up young boys that say that what is going on is evil. They are, and each one they buy, they are not good. So this is why this Canada that declared them terrorists is like, I can't imagine. It is the best thing that has ever happened to the indigenous people. And I don't want the rest of the world to keep quiet. I don't want the leaders inside Africa to keep quiet. I don't want that young man. Everybody should carry their microphone and tell all the rest of the world to do the same thing that Canada has done. That is how to put pressure in these people to hands off, because they have all the guns, they have all the tankers, they have all the everything to arrest them.
All right, Madam.
Thank you so much.
All right, Madam.
You have a question for me?
Yes, what I was discussing with my guests last day before, I said people are seeing and only talking about Canada. Let me use the word because it was the Court of Appeal in Canada that declared PDP and APC as terrorist organizations. Now, I am not seeing PDP and APC. I'm seeing Nigeria, because what people fail to understand is that in America, a terrorist organization, meaning you are saying that America is a terrorist state. Do you understand?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah. So if Canada declared PDP and APC as terrorist organization, indirectly visa to come to Canada, because they perceive and see what is going on, and for them in their mind, Nigeria is a terrorist state. What do you have to say about that? I like
the fact that they did not say Nigeria and they said PDP and APC is this, because I want them, that's another thing, I want them to concentrate on the top politicians, the leaders, anyone. In fact, revoke all their visas across the world. They should revoke any one of them. And this is going to help also downgrade all these their blue. This is why it's important, because it is their children that are running out. It is the children, the people they are buying that are running out. Now it is their turn. I'm happy. I don't, look, if they have called, said Nigeria will have of evil. that have
the perpetrators.
Sorry?
I see the perpetrators. Yes, I said they are the perpetrators of the terrorism in Nigeria.
Yes, before it was when they do it, blanket it is the children. When you now X-ray everything in your body, but now because it is the politicians, one of the things I encourage everyone of the world should revoke all their, so that they will not be running to will now start building and build small hospitals to take care of themselves, because they're very selfish. They are very selfish people. All this while that their children are out suffering. You hear across the sea, people drowned, and you go there, you count the number of Nigerians that drowned. You will be surprised. They don't care. They see him, lives, houses are burnt. You see people bursting out in flames. They don't say a word because they have their visa in their pockets. Because they know where they have a place to run to. You see why today, you see for the first time I'm come, I want to speak on this thing because it is. Then we human beings, the normal human beings can breathe. But for now, it is evil people that are reigning in Nigeria.
All right, last question. What do you of this declaration from the Court of Canada that APC and PDP are terrorist organizations? What is the implication on the politicians who are, so-called political elite in Nigeria, who are known for playing in these political parties?
You see, first of all, number two, they are going to start unleashing different avenues to cook up, because they are expert in cooking up, to cover up, to see how they can ameliorate it. That is why I came out today to tell the world, nobody should listen to them. This evil will not stop. The heads of people bursting in flames in Benue will not stop. The massacres going on in Plateau will not stop. All the pogrom and all the evil will not stop. When they revoke their visas and they get stuck inside Nigeria, they now are going to face the mad people inside, because everybody in that contract in the night, when you see all of them, go and check, they are on break now. You will not see any of them, not even in Abuja. They are all out of Nigeria. But when you revoke this visa, because before, now they picking them, now then they suffer. Now they papa them go, they suffer.
Before we allow you go, let me also share the part of the story I know, where this diplomatic fallout begins between Canada and Nigeria. After the Canada denied CDS Musa and his entourage visa to the Canada, there is a statement Nuhu Ribado made. Instead of him to approach Canada diplomatically and find out, why do you deny the chief of defense staff of a whole Nigeria visa? What do you think we should amend? What is the problem? He did not do that. He said Canada should go to hell. Just imagine when a country, Nigeria, is harboring its internationally recognized terrorist organizations. And politicians are keeping quiet, supervising the genocide in Benue, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, in Plateau. We designate APC and PDP as terrorist organizations. So that is my own part of thoughts on that. Thank you so much, Madam Origin.
Yes, that's why I came up. That's why I was calling all African nations, because they are going to be severe going on inside Nigeria. They are going, if they don't do anything now, Canada has opened the door for them. And number two, you see the typical Nigeria politician. I call them impunity lose guard. Impunity lose guard. They just level of impunity, and they are standing on the pivot of it, and they are just doing everywhere. And one of the things they don't understand is that what they refuse to watch, what they refuse to acknowledge, what they have called, you see how they think they are covering the 200 massacre, the fact that there was 33 distress calls on the 23rd, 2023, and nations were calling in, and they never came out. The next day they went to a party. All the governors, including the governor of the state, punity lose guard. And they think that because they covered it from Nigerians in quotes, that the world is not it's all over. You just type, you just see. And they are waiting for who to take the first step. And I thank God for Canada taking the bold step and streamlining it. What they just did is to put the nail on the head of the offender by not using the word Nigeria. PDP APC is the whole of Nigeria, except the youths that they have a different, they said have any say. And I say it here, I don't believe in any level of politics in Nigeria is a scam. What they needed to do is what they should have done by getting people, liberating people to have a say in the rulership of their land and themselves, because the people are the ones that should choose their leaders and not the other way around.
Thank you so much.
Are you done?
Yeah. I'm with you. Let me. All right, ma. Thank you so much. And that's been.
Yeah, Mr. Okocha.
All right. We still have a guest here, though we are coming to the end of the program. So thank you so much, Imo State. I really appreciate, and we'll continue to talk to get the real information, because they never wanted people to know what is going on. That's in the narratives. They don't want media to know what is the truth about this matter. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Mr. Obumokeke, I don't know if you can unmute yourself from there.
Yeah, good afternoon, Okota. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Yes. You joined lately, but you can have a talk with us before.
I'm sorry. Just give me 3 minutes. Let me drop my word.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Well done, sir.
Thank God I catch Okota live today. I always watch his program, but I never jump him live.
Even me, sir.
Let me drop my bombshell. And what I want to drop now, maybe some people might like it, they might not like it. Okota, I entered this program because of you. Let me just tell you the reason why I entered this program. I'm so busy in my site, but I just joined.
No problem.
Let me talk. Okocha,
yes,
we are
talk.
tired of complaining. We are tired of complaining. What I want to say now, look, Lasby have said everything about his town. I'm from Anambra State. Do you understand? All these things that my brother just mentioned now, I know all about them. Do you understand? But presently now, I'm living in one of the Sahel countries in Africa. We are home. We know how it goes. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: if it will let us do, let all the whole old Eastern region join hands for this movement of liberation, because Nigeria cannot give you referendum. They cannot give you referendum. Let all of us join hands together and push this liberation that we are fighting for. That is all I have to say. I've never gotten a chance to jam you live because you make a very good program every time I watch your program. That is all I want to tell my people. Nigeria government cannot give you referendum, and they are eager to kill everybody. You understand? I thank God you always use some ways of Nnamdi Kanu to remind us many things. So the only thing I am urging my people to do now is let us, all of us, join hands together and fight this war once and for all. Nnamdi Kanu said they will kill us and we will kill them at the end. Biafra will come. That is only remedy in that particular zoo country, whether people like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it? Who are you fighting? And who are the people that will lead the fight? Because a lot of people, I talk with some community who find it difficult. They say, some of them say they organize a vigilante group, and all these criminals will come, they will chase the vigilante out.
Thank you.
They have
Thank
more
you, because
powerful
those now listen to me, Okota. I don't want anybody to agree with me, but this is fact and figure. Village vigilante group cannot deal with the family. They have what they call sophisticated weapons. The only people that can combat them is these people called Biafran Liberation Army. From experience, I know what I'm saying. The only thing for us now is to equip this Biafran Liberation Army, or the whole Eastern region. That is only people that can stand this family terrorists. I'm telling you out of experience. Did you understand? So, in fact, personally, I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of complaining. Do you understand now? Look at how many towns, how many villages. Hello?
Yeah, finish what you are saying. I want to ask you some question.
You can see how many villages or towns in East have run away from their ancestral home. You are seeing everything. You are there to bring up to give up updates.
In everything that is happening, they are still accusing that it is ESN and IPOB that are doing it. You understand? They are still accusing that it's IPOB and ESN twisting the narrative.
Apart from that, everybody knows the truth. If you want to kill a dog, you must name that dog any name you want to name the dog.
It's not everybody that knows the truth. No, don't say everybody knows the people that knows the truth. Yeah, calm down. The people that knows the truth is not up to 5%. Because they twist the narrative, they own the media, they want you to see what they want you to see. They want you to hear what they want you to hear. When you ask anybody on the street in Igbo land, 80% will tell you it is IPOB, it is this, it is that. So many people don't know, and that is why we do what we do.
Okay, let me come in now. But you and I know the truth. And it's left for us to speak. Nobody will tell our story. We are to tell our story. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, and that is
anybody that is coming to tell you.
Yes, and that is why.
Excuse me. Anybody that is coming to tell your story will lie against you. We say any sort of nonsense against you. Okay, look at that. Let me use him as an example. He went to US and he said that 90.99% of Igbos were all criminals. Therefore, what happened in Oka? It's in your news. Therefore, it's here. What happened in Oka, where that Soludo is? That is latest example. So anybody that is coming to tell your story will say anything that he or she like. It is you and I that will say our story. So now you are telling me that it's only 5% knows what I'm talking about. No, I will say no. It is because of so many people.
Sorry, sir. Can I come in? Sorry, sir.
You can tell me. I said I'm here because of you, brother.
Okay, this 5%, Mr. Okocha said, I agree with him, because that time Soludo made that speech, I was just checking many comments, different social media. People were commenting, yes, it's true. And many people, those
You
people that are
understand?
commenting, majority of them are Igbos. They are commenting, yes, it's true. I was like, what is happening?
Dear brother, let me tell you one thing. As you are now, you cannot comment such thing. You know the people that will recommend that thing? The people that is eating hand to hand with Soludo. You and I will not comment such thing, because you know what is on ground. I know what is on ground. Okota here know what is on ground. Did you understand? You cannot be feeding me now, and you say something. I will come and counter it. Is that possible?
But me and you does not constitute half of the people. You know, I am on social media. You understand?
Yes.
If I'm telling you that majority of people don't know, they don't know. You understand?
Well, I will not disagree because you are in the social media. But the narrative has been pushing. It has been pushing. So anybody that says ignorant now is just ignorant of himself or herself.
Now let me break the iceberg for you. There was a meeting held that was February.
Our own.
Yeah, I want to tell you something very important. There is a push to recognize IPOB as a terrorist organization internationally. And the push was they started
Is it present now or formally?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There is a push right now as I speak to you to recognize IPOB as a terrorist organization internationally.
I've never heard the news. That is what I'm asking.
Yeah. Even yesterday on France 24 television, that is the same thing they were saying, that IPOB was responsible for everything going on in the Southeast. I think there is another program coming on CNN. I'm aware of that. That should be on Saturday. They are still going to say the same thing. You saw the release of the statement of the Amnesty International, right? They started pushing this thing February this year. And once IPOB is internationally recognized as a terrorist organization, of which I know they will not succeed, everything you are doing, we have, let me say, resistant internationally. As at the time of speaking with you now, nobody, any country knows that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. They know that Biafra movement is not a terrorist organization. You understand? But these people are trying to control the media, control the narrative, to be able to convince the international community. But our people are too emotional to understand all these things. So the battle is not only fighting this, fighting that. If we will be able to establish the truth, sensitize people, go to the grassroots. You see, like the Amnesty International yesterday published a report. I have to look for people from that village to come here to talk to us, for us to know what is the truth. You understand? And that is the person you have on the screen. So that is what I am trying to do, to make sure that, see, unless convince people on the media. See, if CNN finish having this of tagging IPOB terror,
I can't hear you, bro.
You only start calling IPOB terrorist organization. So how do we stop all those things? This should be one of the most important things. So I understand what you are saying, and there is a very steep fight. They are putting money, putting billions upon billions, just to make sure they control what people will hear, what people will see, for people to do. In fact, I never knew that the amount of resources from this Agua place is like that. You can now understand what they're after. They will make sure that they name everywhere, these people are terrorists. They will kill you, chase you out of that land. It is happening in Zamfara. It is happening in Plateau. Anywhere you have mineral resources, they do that. So what I'm trying to say, sir, you are right by saying people should defend themselves. Very correct. I support that everybody should defend themselves. But let us not forget that your brothers, your sisters, they have already convinced them and brainwashed them that you are their problem. And that is one of the greatest battle, when you have a battle from your home. Remember that what Sheikh Ahmed Gumi said last 5 months. They told Southeastern governors, they recruit Southeastern youths to fight IPOP. Do you remember? So if all these things are going on, we should come down to understand their narrative. You know,
Can I come in now?
I do calculate a lot. Okay, I calculate things a lot. What they are doing now is just that they want to convince your brothers to fight you. And time will come, when you come your home, they will not even allow you to enter your home. They will call you a terrorist when you are not. So that is it, my brother.
Can I come in now? So that you can prove. You see all these things now.
Yeah.
This one you just said that they said that you should arm Igbo youths to kill Igbo. There is no news concerning Eastern region. I'm not throwing bomber to bomber. You know why? Because I'm son of the soil. It's only 2 years now I left my country. They don't understand. So there is no news about Eastern region now. I'm not throwing bomber to bomber. Even when US got their independence, there are some sabos among them. You understand what I'm saying? There are some people that disagree with those people that is fighting for freedom of US. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows the history. So our own case will not be different. And you know, it has been a long time. Nigerian government brainwashed my people. So many people will be like that. It is when we begin to do something, people that is not on the line will queue up. Do you understand? Now coming to saying that they are trying to tag IPOP and international what do they call it? I think if I tell you that one is possible, if I tell you that one is possible, it means I'm lying. Because IPOB ESN issue of ethics is an international media. You understand? Okay, coming to media, they want to control. Nigeria government can only control Nigerian media. That is the only thing they can control. They cannot control.
But when France 24, we were discussing it yesterday, they did not invite you. They did not invite anybody to come and oppose what they were talking.
Why would they invite anybody?
Yeah, they are saying it on their. They are not saying it on their own. This is a documentary. You see, we should try to understand all these things, because when it happens, it's difficult to revise it. Once it happens, you will start fighting to revise it.
You see the news you always give. I think after, maybe as we drop this news now, in next 2 days or 3, go and check number of people that is listening to it. Everybody knows the truth. You understand? Everybody knows the truth. Third agent can collect his money and do the work they sent him to do. I told you before that nobody will tell our story. It's we that will tell our story. You understand?
Right.
But my problem is this. Like this, my brother now. This last be here now. His mindset is to how to liberate his people, how to save his people. But on his own side, maybe he will be telling his brother close to him, look at what is going on in our place. What are we going to do to save our people at home? Maybe that is brother. We find one word or the other to cajole his mind. But then if there is something that Mr. B, Last B want to do, he will say, why this brother is talking like that? If he want to do it maybe in 3 days time, it will take him 4 or 5 days or 1 week. I hope you understand what I'm saying now. That is the ethics. And as it is now in Nigeria, there is no time again because they are everywhere. Every root and corner of our town, they are there. I'm talking of Eastern region. I'm not talking about other places because other places can do their own. I'm talking of my place. Okay, now there is something you said that you never knew that where Lasby come from have such natural resources. If you can listen to, if you can remember some broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu, he said that the liberation of all this region will start from Imo State. And remember, though you have said it, that these people are not going anywhere there is no resources.
Yeah.
You remember that? So that is why they are after Imo State. And I bet me, if our people don't stand up now, maybe before this 2027 they are talking about, I think every Imo State will run away from Imo State. I'm not talking of villages, so I'm talking of Imo State entirely, as it is now. Because sometimes maybe people don't get it. People don't get it. What is happening now, present now? You see Okigwe now, you see what is happening in Okigwe. You see around this org. It's the same Imo State we are talking of. So that is that. So Kocha,
thank you so much.
You can continue. You know the time to close so that you can go and rest. I've said my man, and it's left for my people to do something. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, Lasby, I don't know how we are going to do this. I just have about 10 minutes left, and there are two callers that I have just promised that I'm going to bring in. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let us just, rush to bring them in. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I am so happy I got through.
Thank you so much. Though we were just planning to end the call, so you are welcome, sir. You can address us for a few minutes.
Thank you so much. Yes. Before I start, on your topic today, I want to make a comment. The brother that you just finished talking with, he should learn how to listen to others. His interruption to you was too much. He never let you speak.
Okay,
and,
okay.
Yes, he has some.
Don't mind. I'm still okay with that anyway.
Yes, I understood. You took it right, very well. And as I said, I want to make two comments before I start. My second comment is about in most of your program, I hear our brothers and sisters from abroad in diaspora, especially in US and the UK. They always, underrate the Nigerian youth at home. Our brothers in UK and US, they always say, what our youths are doing. You should, defend themselves. You should do this.
It's not easy.
They seem to think again.
Yeah, I say it's not easy as they think.
Exactly. So, but not only that. So I want to, I hope they're listening to me. For them to stop that, saying that, because if you talk the talk, you should walk the walk.
Yeah.
What I meant is that those who are abroad, for example, in UK and US, they see Nigerian politicians. In US, they see them in UK. What are they doing in UK? What do they do to politicians when they come? They know their children. Their children are in UK. Why don't they attack them as they want the youth in Nigeria? Anything in Nigeria is against the law. If you say the truth, it's against the law. So there is too much risk in Nigeria for the youth, and they don't seem to understand that. So they should start, they should lead by example. I have seen a Nigerian, governor riding a railway, riding Amtrak. I have seen a Nigerian governor taking a walk with the dog. I have seen a Nigerian governor being in the market. Why don't they attack them? Let them show us, the Nigerian youth example. You understand? So that is my comment, so that if they can hear before they begin to blame Nigerian youth, let them show, walk the walk, talk the talk and walk the walk. Let them do what they say.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
They don't even know that somebody like you in Nigeria doing this is a great risk, more than they can bear. They don't seem to understand that. So I hope they hear me. And if they want Nigerian youth to act, they should start acting. When they see Nigerian politician in the hospital coming to America, to UK hospital, they should go there and attack them. They should attack their children. They should stop them from coming to US and UK. And then the youth in Nigeria can do their part. So that being one.
Thank you.
And so with regard to, thank you.
Thank you so much.
With regard to yes, to the push, to make IPOB a terrorist group. Yes, you were absolutely right, 100%. But one thing is that our DOS, they are not sleeping. They do a lot of work that people don't know. And DOS, they don't talk much. In fact, the only person that people hear is Sowore. They don't hear about others. They don't hear about, the main man, Ebuka. They don't know what that guy is made of and the kind of work he's doing.
And apart from that, so this thing is beyond, what we are talking about now is beyond everybody. It has to do with all Igbo people. When I mean all Igbo people, we need to sensitize all Igbo people, and they have to speak in one voice. That is the only way out of this mess. So it has even nothing to do with only one group, because it's not only what one person can do or one group can do. This has to do with the Igbo nation. You get it? This has to do with Igbo nation.
Yes.
We must be able to sensitize our people and understand. And I believe we are going to speak in one voice as time approaches. But another thing that is important to me is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi Kanu is also released, it's going to be something that will reduce all this terrorism and so on and so forth, because I believe that they are able to twist the narrative of those sponsors of terrorists and so on and so forth, because Kanu is in detention.
Yes. And, sometimes in life, we seem not to, so many times, 80% of the time, anything that happens at the long run, people are committed and consistent. The kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu has set us back. There's no doubt about that. But it has also revealed a lot of things. It has revealed a lot of things. If somebody tell any Igbo man that after Buhari, that when a Yoruba person become president, they will release Nnamdi Kanu, they will not believe you. And a long time ago, I had the Yoruba friends that, in fact, my best friend when I was living in the US was a Yoruba guy. That is like my mother's son.
All right. So you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute left too.
Okay. So, well, my conclusion is that yes, you are right. Of course, it is always good to work as a team. Like you said. And but what I'm saying is that kind of to encourage you that as much as what you are saying is right, I don't want you to lose hope, because there is a work, there is underground effort being made to counteract Nigerian move to make IPOB a terrorist group. You understand? Our DOS are working tirelessly, to kind of change the narrative that Nigerian government is trying to create in the international, forum.
All right.
So, but you are right, as far as Igbo people right now has been kind of subjugated, it's like those who know what is happening have no power. And those who have power doesn't want to release their power. They want to make use and benefit from this nonsense going on in Nigeria. And do you know that somebody like Ekpa will come and tell you, I have Igbo friends? And then that is where you should know that some Igbo politicians have sold us out. When a person like Ekpa will tell you you have Igbo friend, and really he has Igbo friend, which is the politician. Somebody like Sowore now will tell you you have Igbo friend.
There is nothing wrong with it now. Is it no friends?
There is a lot of, my brother, I have lived in US for 30. There is a lot, when you are socializing with somebody who hates you, there is nothing so bad than that. Okocha, if I keep insulting you right now and doing something bad to you, and I'm still a family friend of your family, it means you are stupid. Let us be frank. You can't, dine with somebody.
But that is politics. It's because you are not a politician. They are politicians. They are one. Both the Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas who are politicians in Nigeria, they are one. So don't put mouth there. Leave them.
Yes.
All right. You have taken on our time. We are supposed to close in next 3 minutes time. Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Hello. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank God you called, and you are going to be our last caller till in the midnight. Yeah, till we start the program again at midnight. So, please, sir, kindly just summarize it, okay?
It's okay, sir. I'll be very, very brief about it. Actually, I want to apologize. I'm a little bit nervous. This is my first time speaking on air.
All right, thank you.
I am talking to, I'm calling to debunk, to also contribute to debunk the allegation that IPOB is the cause of the problems or the killings in the Southeast because of the experience I had with the Nigerian military. Due to one or two reasons, I may not be that much detailed in this conversation, but I'll be brief and summarize it. During 2016, there was an incident that happened. It is in the media. I will brief you more about it on the WhatsApp. So in that incident, not only me, I and my brothers were involved in it. The Herdsmen had been terrorizing our place, displacing everybody.
When is it? Where is your place?
2016.
Okay.
In Enugu State.
Okay.
Enugu State. So they were destroying our crops. So something led to another, and some of my community people were telling them to leave. And they ganged up with soldiers. And I'm very, very sorry that in that conversation where the ambush took place, when the military came to pick us, I was a candidate then. I was writing an exam, my final year exam. So I knew nothing about what happened, but they picked us just like that, took us to the barracks, and told us that they were going to kill us in my face. What I'm saying, I am a victim of it, and I'm ready to show anybody where it happened and where it took place.
All right.
And whatever that happened, I don't provide the victims.
Okay, if I may interject, if such a thing like this is not what I can just give you short time to talk. If you don't mind, if you can write me on WhatsApp, let us schedule an interview with you. because this is a story, a life story, how you were adopted and they threatened to kill you. It's going to be a very long story. But I'm not cutting you short. You can also summarize it, but we are still going to have, you know, a section where we can talk about it, if you don't mind.
Okay, sir. I'll be very much happy to provide more details.
Okay.
So the summary is that the Southeast is already under siege because these people, there is nothing different from most military personnel in the Southeast, from the herdsmen, the Fulani herdsmen. There is nothing, I can't differentiate between them out of my personal experience with them.
All right, sir.
Because the issue that led to it was with the Fulani herdsmen. Before the military guys, involved themselves in it. And brutally, I will provide more details, but I'm just saying to debunk the allegation that IPOB is the cause of what is going on in the Southeast. They are deliberately doing it and pushing Fulani herdsmen to perpetrate the act. While I would call most part of those in the military are their armed fashion. They are their armed fashion.
All right.
They disguise themselves in camouflage, in mufti to come and perpetrate the act. So when we talk, maybe during the interview, with your questions, I will provide for you.
No problem. If you don't even mind, maybe we can do it tonight, if you don't mind. But if you don't have time, we can shift it.
I'll be much available, sir.
All right, sir.
Very much available.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, Lasby and Peaceman. I don't know whether we spoke with Peaceman. I don't really know whether. Oh my God.
We did. No.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us. And I thought maybe we have even done talking with you.
No.
You are welcome, sir.
Yeah.
You have listened to the whole conversations that we are talking about. The issue of Canada, prescribing PDP and APC to be terrorist organizations. And the issue of what our brother came to clarify us, what is happening in Agua in Imo State. And he gave us, a very sound, explanation with evidence, even some things that happened in his presence. So that is all we have been able to discuss in this video, and also taking calls from WhatsApp and some other persons. So thanks for joining us. Just tell us your own part of the story in a few minutes so that we can end the program.
Well, my brother, what I want to say that we are living in that's what they call living in bondage. So Nigeria have been a company to the British for a long time. And if care is not taken, Nigeria will still become, will still be a company to the United States and the Britain and France. So what I want to say is that if we Nigerians don't stand up to defend ourselves, it will be too late for us. And what am I saying is that Yoruba, most especially Yoruba, don't like Igbos. Right from times, they don't like Igbos. And Nigeria should have break up for a long time. Nigeria should have break up for a long time. But the people,
but not all Yorubas now. Maybe they're politicians.
I'm coming. Let me land. I'm not saying all Yorubas, but if Yorubas are not right, I think 99.99% are very, very tribalism people. Let me say it that way. You understand? 99.99% are tribalism people. So this tribalism they are doing, okay, look at now, Tinubu have become the president of Nigeria. He's from Yoruba. But before Buhari was the president of Nigeria, Yorubas were shouting Oduduwa, Oduduwa, Oduduwa. Now, watch what will happen. If Tinubu removed tomorrow as president of Nigeria and come Funani again, Yoruba will start again, be deceiving Igbo that they want freedom. You understand?
But their freedom has nothing to do with your own now.
No, my brother. You know why I say so? Igbos are dependent on Yorubas to join them to have their freedom. I am an IPOB born child. I am an IPOB. I am a Biafran. I know what I'm talking about. Our people are waiting for Yorubas to start, to join hands together to fight for breakup of Nigeria. But Yorubas are pretending. The only way the Yorubas are pretending, if Tinubu finish his tenure now, the Yoruba will not start again. Say that they want their freedom. They want their freedom. So they are using with the Igbos. They are, this is just confusing us that Yorubas are claiming that they want Oduduwa, and they are confusing the Igbos. Now look at what is going on in Iguta. Look at what is going on in Iguta. Look at what is going on. All those things you are hearing that Igbos are the one killing themselves. It's not Igbos. It's not Igbos are killing themselves. All those people are Funali people. Funali have taken over.
That is what our brothers have just explained to us.
Over Imo State. Not even only Imo State. Funali, if care is not taken, Funali have taken the 5 eastern region. They are just waiting for the time they will tell them to strike, and they will strike. My brothers and my sisters, we shouldn't be waiting for one tribe before Nigeria will break up. We let Biafra should fight the last battle. My brother, let me tell you what an USA, what I heard in USA news brokers. They said that the priority that West African problem is not their priority. That is what an US man said. He's a politician in the United States. He said that the West African problem of terrorism is not their priority. So if we are waiting for USA, or we are waiting for international war power to come and save us in the hands of Funani, my brother, we are in our own. We should stand up. Because if we are waiting for Yoruba, I'm not against Yoruba, I am not a racism, but Yorubas are claiming that we Igbos are terrorists. Yes, if we Igbos are terrorists, if people shall allow us to go. There? Because with a terror, why must you call me a terrorist and you are with
that
me?
Is right.
You are still living with me in the same country. So the problem we have in Nigeria are not Funani. We have problem with Yorubas. It's not about tribalism. Yorubas are the problem of Nigeria. 100% sure. We should stop. I don't want to say so that they will not be my enemy. I don't want to talk. Yorubas are they are the problem of Nigeria. They are green snake in green grass. Because tomorrow they will say that they want to fight Oduduwa. Watch out and see, and you will say that there was a time this man told you this thing. Watch out and see. Tomorrow they will start with Oduduwa. But right now, Tinubu is not the president of Nigeria. They don't talk. Now they are against Igbo. But yesterday, they said that Funani Aba people, Funani want to take Ilori, Funani want to take Lagos State. Now it's no more Funani. Now it has become Igbo want to take Lagos State. Igbo want to take Yoruba land. Yorubas are there. Look at what Funani have done. They have taken Ilori from the land of Yoruba. How many states have Igbo man taken? Igbo man is on his own. Bini is fighting against Ibanke, that Ibanke is not Igbo. Who told you that Ibanke is not Igbo? I am not an Ibanke man, but I hear Igbo. I hear Ibanke when they speak. I hear Abo when they speak. I hear Upale when they speak. I'm telling you, I speak all this language. I understand them.
All right. In everything you say.
The only thing that will, the only thing that will bring peace in the life of the Western country called Nigeria is division. Because if we are waiting for United States or UN to come and give you the freedom, my brother, that is nothing like free freedom. Even your governments don't even know what they call the freedom. The plan of the government is for Funani to take over the country. I'm telling you, Funani wants to take over the country. If we are sleeping, Funani will take over the country. We shouldn't sleep. We shouldn't be waiting for one particular tribe that want to break up Nigeria. They are not ready to break up Nigeria. All they know that they are working hand to hand with the Northerners, who they call the Fulani. Yorubas are working hand to hand with them. So Igbo nation should come together. The Igbo nation is not 5 states. It's not just 5 states.
I understand, sir. We have exhausted your time.
So, my brother, so what is happening in Nigeria is not the fault of Igbos. I am an Igbo man, so I will never say my people are the one causing the problem.
The only thing I have to explain to you about everything you've said is that I read a book. The title of the book was The Theory of Tribalism. And I was made to understand that calling people like tribalistic is very correct, but it proves that those people are nation. For example, if someone comes out and say, Igbos are tribalistic. For me, I don't see it as tribalistic. You see, everybody try to be whom they are. Everybody try to be in their nation. Just imagine if the whole country in West Africa was amalgamated to be in one place. Every day you'll be hearing tribalism, tribalism. No, it's because these people are not supposed to be one. Do you get it? It is because these people are not supposed to be in one nation. That is just it. If you join USA with Iran, USA with Yemen to be in one country, every day Yemen will rise up and say they have been oppressed. Tomorrow Iran will rise up and say they have been oppressed. So it's a clear definition that these people were not meant to be one. It's simple as that.
Do you know one thing, Mr. Okocha? Sorry to say. Do you know one thing I want to tell you about this tribalism? You see,
I call it incompatibility, not tribalism. Incompatibility.
See, this tribalism started since let me say the fully tribalism between Igbo and Yoruba started since the end of the war. Even Funanis are ready to give Igbo man to rule Nigeria, but Yorubas are the people that don't want Igbo man to rule Nigeria. You understand? It's Yoruba people, not Funani. I'm telling you the truth. Yorubas don't want.
For me, it is politics, and if I don't want to talk politics, I don't put mouth in politics. Ruling and not ruling is politics.
Not even by politics. I have worked with Yoruba people. A Yoruba called me. There's one thing a Yoruba man, he told me. He said that he have met a lot of Igbo people, but me, I am too, that I don't give chance. That any small thing I will impose it. I will say it's not like that. I will stand on that. I will even say I am ready to fight that person. That is when the man told me that it seems I am a real Igbo man. I say I am Igbo man. Not that I am not a real Igbo man. I am an Igbo man. I am an Igbo man.
Do you now understand what I was saying before? I said that is people's culture. People should be able to understand that. See, Yoruba is a nation. Igbo is like a nation. The Hausa is supposed to be like a nation. The Tiv is supposed to be like a nation. So the incompatibility between these two. Okay, are we having problem with Cotonou? Are we having problem with other nations about all this culture, tribe, and no? Because we are not compatible. We are not supposed to be in one nation. That is where all this problem comes from. So I don't call it tribalism. I call it incompatibility. So thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for accepting me, and God bless you. But keep on coming live. We need you. We need you, really.
Yeah, I will try my best this period now to be coming live. It's not even easy for me. I do go to work, do everything. You understand?
What about we in the diaspora? When they are telling me, even self, I was telling my wife that Africa is very, very nice place to stay. But in Europe, bro, Kocha, do you know the time you wake up? I wake up from 4 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to eat. I have to work morning and afternoon every day from Monday till Friday. Sometimes I work on Saturday. We are paying tax. If you don't pay your tax, that means you are irrelevant for this country. You are not responsible for the country. So we wake up from 4 o'clock in the morning, we start going to work till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You understand what I mean? That is it. And you will see, and if you care is not taken, all those white people that is working with you in the same company, they are all racist. Some of them, they are foreigners. I'm telling you, they are foreigners. And if you don't care is not taken, they will not go and report you to the boss. That's this nigger is making problem. And the boss will look.
It's all right, sir. We have to close the program.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Last B, I really appreciate you for having time to stay from the beginning of the program up to this point. Okay. All right. If you are just joining now, I would advise you to also, go and rewatch the video. We have discussed about the issue of Canada designating the People's Democratic Party and All Progressive Congress as terrorist organizations, the implications, the purpose, why they did that, and so on and so forth. We've talked about that. So we still discuss about the insecurity in the Southeast, Imo State to be precise. Remember that yesterday that I published a video talking about the issue of Amnesty International in the Southeast, and our brother who came from the place, the community that they reported is here telling us the truth about everything. So you've got to go back to rewatch everything for you to get the details of everything we discussed. And as you can see in addendum, people share their opinion. Do well to join us in the midnight and in the subsequent time. Mr. Nasby, I was saying thank you so much for having time to stay from the beginning of the program up to this point.
Mr. Kocha, I really appreciate. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And keep on doing the good work. Keep on doing the good work. If you have people like you, I say keep on doing the good work that you are doing. If you have people like you, more than 5, I think may I leave Nigeria, because Nigeria to me is dead. The whole Easterners will be a better place to live. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. And I think from midnight today, we're also going to be start streaming from Facebook. So I'm just running it on Facebook. I don't even post on Facebook like that. I don't stream on Facebook before. So I think from tonight, I'm going to start streaming there on my page. It's a Okocha Happy Masses page. So not my profile, Okocha Happy Masses page. That is just the title of it. So thank you so much. See you another time. We'll be talking on WhatsApp time to time to know how everything is going. Thank you so much.